What's up guys, it's Captain Production 72 and I can't believe we're making this update September. So I would like to point out there was no update for August. It's because I moved in, I did the move on the 27th, 28th of July. The place was still just not suitable to make the video. If you guys want to see that, I did do a whole, it's like a 2 hour long video, it's like the moving special. But anyway, let's jump into things. I do sound a bit off, I do have a bit of a fucking coming down with something, but you know, the 4th of September isn't the worst day to have this out. I was busy, I was having to do travelling and stuff, but I will talk about that in this update, so let's jump in. The move. So, the move process wasn't terrible, it was quite easy, you know. You would expect loads of smashed up Lego sets that need hours of sitting down with the instructions to rebuild them. You know, just all things like that, or I was worried not everything would fit, or just, you know, something along those lines. But the move could not have went smoother. It was one of the most smoothest experiences. And the last time I moved room, I probably had less than half the size of my current collection. And when I moved house before that, I didn't have a giant collection then, so like I didn't have to worry about it as much. But you know, it was all good. I was able to sell off quite a few Lego sets I wasn't doing anything with to create space, and you know, just in general to get rid of, so they weren't a problem. But it was a very smooth process trying to do the move. Fellow YouTuber Terrakiller T1, he helped. He's actually in both the moving videos, so that's great. Big thanks to him. But yeah, I just thought I'd briefly touch on that. But again, there's a whole 2 hour long video you can watch if that really interests you. So yeah, feel free to watch that. The new room. So you've probably seen it in a couple videos already, the ones I've shown it often, but the new room, it does require a bit of stuff going on here, like a few bits, but you know, it's alright. You know, I've added a few extra things since the room tour. For instance, I've gotten the table going up, I've got shelf here. You know, wait, this shelf was here, I added this one here, as well as this one here, and this one over here. You know, I'm always thinking of new expansions. For instance, you know, I've got a video coming out next week, I believe, and it is on I did film the process of putting up these shelves, figuring out where to put them, because I thought, you know, I'd make a different kind of video for the channel, see how well that does, because the videos where it was no Lego, more or less, the videos where it was just taking these shelves, these Billy bookcases, and putting them up did so well, people seemed to really like them, so I thought, you know what, we'll do something similar again. So that was more or less it. The room is looking good. One change I'm going to be making in the next couple of weeks is, you see all the boxes that I have running along these shelves, as cool as it looks to be able to see all these retro boxes, they're not staying there. They're actually going to be going under the bed. The bed is hollow underneath. I'm getting rid of the bed underneath. I do eventually plan to get a completely new bed, but this is just a temporary solution, because then I can use the top shelves. For instance, things like maybe the X-Wing, the Arc 170, just builds like Gungan Sub, just builds like that could probably go on the top, and that's just even more space. But to be fair, the way I've got it set up is a little bit spread out, but I do actually have one shelf that's completely free. See, if you go in there, not a thing is on that shelf, and I'm kind of keeping space at the moment for that giant sail barge coming out in October, so there is that. But I thought we'd touch on this subject and discuss it. The next thing is, what's coming this month? Well, you've got the video talking about, you know, how I'm going to be doing the shelving, but here's a couple of the reviews that you can expect to see this month. In preparation for the sail barge, I'm going to have to review this set. At first, I was not wanting to buy this set, but see, now that I've built it, I actually really like it. And yeah, so recently, I've become a little bit addicted to Speed Champions. I've had this one since like March. I got this as a birthday gift. But you know, then I decided to buy the Camaro because it looked cool, and I think NASCARs look cool. Then I thought, that's nice, let's go buy the Mustang Dark Horse. And then I bought the Countach, and then a couple of days ago, I bought the Ferrari F40 because I just couldn't help myself. I mean, personally, I'm someone who's always liked cars, as I kind of play with toy cars and stuff a lot, so this kind of seemed as a no-brainer. I'll try and get a couple of them reviewed throughout the month. Like, I'm not going to review nothing but Speed Champions. I'm thinking, like, maybe I could review the Countach this month. Like, once a month, I have, like, one non-Star Wars review, because I don't want it to obviously grow any more than really once or twice a month, but I've got those to review, as well as up here I've got that new battle pack. I was in Argos, and this is when I bought the Camaro. Basically, they added deals like, if you bought certain sets, you get 2 for 30, so that's how I ended up getting the new battle pack. I wasn't really planning to own that sort of army build these anyway, but a bit cool review. And the most recent Star Wars set to the collection, I ordered minifigures and stuff, is this, the 2009 Battle of Endor, one of my favourite childhood sets actually, so this will be a fun one to do a review on. I don't know, but the table is what we'll be doing reviews on. If you're wondering why I've got all these retro clones on it, I recently got an order in, well, last night, and I got one of these Star Court Troopers and 3 more of the plain whites. And I'm kind of curious, apart from the ones on the collecting every series stand, which we will touch on in this video, I was curious to see how many I had of those of that style, because that's something I plan to build up for the army next year. So, there you got your sneak peek. So moving on to new type of videos. Yeah, the new type of videos I'm trying to do are things like the shelving videos, and I'm trying to do a bit more haul videos and stuff on here, just like that, or Lego news videos. I'm trying to find other types of content. Not that what I'm doing doesn't work. I mean, I think the channel does alright for what it does. But you know, I'm always open to expansion and trying other concepts. Is really what I mean by that. So yeah, that's kind of something that I'm going to try and touch on at some point. I've got some ideas. I'll just try to figure out what that content is, but it will be Lego based. Next point. So the next point is 2K. So I'm not far off. I've got like less than 300 subscribers away from 2,000, which is kind of crazy for me, right? Because it took 8 years to get to 1,000, right? Because I'll admit, see, until around 2020, I didn't really have a clear. I was doing Lego videos, but I think 4 years ago was when I started to actually kind of add a bit of production value. I started to use things like tripods and actually try and make my channel to a degree somewhat professional. I started doing better camera work. I started researching a bit more for like 2020 onwards is where the channel really started to get good, started to get more views and stuff. And I'm nearly at 2,000, which I think I hit 1,000 last October, so my channel's almost doubled in a year, which I'm happy about. You know, seeing we got more viewers, a lot more comments, and it's a lot more fun. And yeah, because this channel isn't like most, well, I suppose it is, right? It's not like some Lego channels where they only review the newest thing. I'm more likely to review the most nostalgic thing. So, yeah. Collecting series. So, both the collecting series are down here. We've got every Lego Clone Trooper and every Indiana Jones minifigure. Really cool series. The Clone Trooper one probably done the best. It's had more episodes recently. To be fair, Indiana Jones has not been touched this year, which, yeah, that's not great. The Clone Trooper one I have wiped the floor with. I actually only have 7 or 8 Clone Trooper minifigures to get a hold of. Those series will not return in September, but the figures will probably be bought this month for the series. If the minifigures arrive in a timely fashion, once I locate the ones I still need, keep in mind, I need more than 1 minifigure for it. I've not added any since the last episode. I need to have more than 1 figure for it to be worth my time to make an episode and worth you guys' time to watch. You know, unless it's something like I was buying a Phase 2 Captain Rex, which is already there, the original one. That, I think, or a Shadow Archtrooper, those are the kind of figures that we get that run episodes, but we're past the point where it's any really rare figures like that. Both those series will return throughout October. The Indiana Jones one, it's a couple minifigures I'm missing. It's just a couple of them are like £40 each, so that's why I haven't really gone after that. And I'll admit, last September, which has been going on a year now, I've been doing all the Clone Troopers. Admittedly, I got really addicted to doing that because I'm like, hey, this does 3 things. It does a series on YouTube, it does my Clone Army, and it has my collection. So I kind of saw it as like this freeway idea of brilliance, if you will. Next thing is my goal for September. My goal for September is to try and have the videos out consistently and have a bit of variety, which is really what we meant when we said, you know, doing sets like the Speed Champions. For anyone who's confused, by the way, these 2 cars here are not Speed Champions. Those are from the 2009 Shanghai Chase from Indiana Jones, and, well, that's a Scooby-Doo motorbike. But yeah, that's what I meant. You know, my goal is to try and get some different types of content out. You know, the shelving one, we've got this stuff here. So yeah, we should get all that out. So the next is a topic that kind of revolves around the whole reason I've moved is college. So I basically had to go back and forth repeatedly between cities and stuff to secure my qualification. That was not fun. That was stressful. Today was the last day of it. I came home yesterday. So today is the day I should probably find out what's going on. I'm waiting on emails. It is very early in the morning that I'm filming, so it's only like 11 minutes past 9 at the moment. So, yeah. I should hopefully have, like, my results by, I'm hoping, like, the college will let me know what's going on. The university will probably email me. So, I'm hoping work. I just transferred to the store around here, and it's a hell of a lot of a better store. But, yeah, I'm still more like my life. Like, that way is kind of more or less still the same. My collection going forward, so I'm going to try and change the way I'm doing the collection a bit more. Because there's three kind of ways I operate with collecting. There's the occasional new set that I think is good enough to buy. There's the sets that I had as a kid that are like super nostalgic, like the TIE Fighter, the ATTE, the gunship, Jabba's Palace of the Rancor Pit, stuff like that is nostalgic. Then there's the stuff that I wanted but could never get. You know, for instance, I was never able to get the 06 Sail Barge, or for instance, Cloud City, or any of the 05 clone sets. So I'm trying to change up the way I'm doing collection. I'm going to try and focus more, like, yeah, I'm enjoying the clone army building. I'm going to try and focus more on kind of different type of, like rare items. Like, for instance, I did go a bit nuts with rare items not long ago. So I went and got the Chrome TC-14. I got the Luke Skywalker for Cloud City, the Leia for that set, Chrome Vader. The Boba Fett was an accident. I didn't expect to get that. And the Chrome Stormtroopers, and yeah, Chrome C-3PO. So I'll admit, I've kind of got an addiction to the rare side of like Star Wars now. So that may be a thing that continues. But I'm gonna try and I'm gonna buy sets that work with my shelving. Versus before it was like, oh, okay, a great deal, let's go buy that. So yeah, and the final point talking in this update video is the Jabba's Palace, not Jabba's Palace, the Jabba's Sail Barge leaks. So as you can see, I've got the 2006 set here, which when I buy the Sail Barge, providing it is good, and let's be honest, it's an original trilogy set. Lego are not inclined to mess this one up, because we both know that Lego treats the original trilogy as respect, and I'm excited because it'll be the second UCS set I've ever bought. The first being the 2012 B-Wing up there, which has an Ninjago battle going on for some reason. But no, I'm really excited for this because Jabba's Palace and Jabba the Hutt and stuff is a bit of a controversial area with Lego. This set here, the Palace from 2012, got a lot of bother. So Lego have been a bit hesitant. I've not made a Jabba the Hutt minifigure since 2012, and he's not being a set since 2013, being the last Sail Barge. So I'm excited. From what at the moment of filming this, September 4th, which the set comes out in just under, I believe, just over or just under a month, like give or take a couple of days around that kind of time frame. We don't have any pictures of it at the moment, which would be really annoying if pictures came out like later today, but I'd be also excited. Joe, and it's kind of funny, people say that old Lego Star Wars was a bit better value for your money. Listen, in this case, I'm inclined to agree, because out of the 3 sail barges we've had over the years, 2006 was the only one to come with a Sarlacc and a skiff. So that's a good point that people have got. Obviously, the Desert Skiff escape set that I showed up there, that's the 25th anniversary set with 9 Num. That is made to pair with it. And that set I think is pretty good and pretty big. So I'm hoping that the sail barge and those sets all scale nicely. But for decent minifigures, you know what I mean? Yeah, so again, things like Jabba the Hutt, Hutt Slayer Leia, Bib Fortuna, C-3PO and R2-D2 probably being there, probably a Gamorrean guard or 2, Max Rebo, so hopefully that the set ends up being good, but I'm really excited for that. But anyway, this has been the first channel update taking place in this room, which is cool, so thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the shelving video.